Hey, another video! Yes! I managed to get just one more film session in before I jet 3,000 miles across the country. And what better competition to cover than the champions? I'm sorry, I don't have my recorder today, it's all packed away. But if you like the Champions League and in-depth stats and news from England, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, and all these other countries across Europe, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Buckle up, and let's fucking do it. Starting with Tuesday's action, as Real Madrid's Cristiano Ronaldo played in his 400th match for the reigning champs in their 3-1 away win over Dortmund. His numbers are absolutely obscene for Madrid, as in 400 games he scored 411 goals, 111 assists, and 42 hat-tricks. He also moved into joint third with former Real legend Raul for the most Champions League appearances with 142, behind just Xavi and Iker Casillas. Further still, he scored 24 goals in 20 matches against German opposition. His teammate Gareth Bale is on track to have a great season if he can stay injury-free and keep this form up. Grabbing a goal and assist for himself, he's now been involved in more goals, 7 with 4 goals and 3 assists, than any of his Madrid teammates this season. On the other side of the field, Aubameyang scored for the 3rd straight match against Real Madrid. Tottenham, on the other hand, played away to Apoel Nicosia, grabbing a 3-0 win. All 3 goals scored by Sir Harry of Kane, who, once again, is on course for a great goal haul this season. He scored a perfect hat-trick this time, scoring with his right, his left, and his head, and this was his 9th hat-trick for Spurs, his 6th hat-trick in 2017 alone. Like Ronaldo, his numbers are obscene in 2017 as he's played in 30 matches and scored 34 goals. In his last 5 matches, he scored 9 goals. So, it begs the question, is Harry Kane the best striker in Europe right now? I'm talking about right now. Right this second. Steve, I swear to God, if you play with that ping pong ball right now... Sorry, my cat decided to play with a ping pong ball in the bathroom as I start filming. But anyway, Harry Kane, is he the best in Europe right now? If you ask me to pick a team full of players that are super informed that I think would be the best, I would pick Harry Kane as my striker, as of this moment. Ask me at the end of the season though, and we'll see where we're at. But what do you think? Would you say that Harry Kane is the best striker in Europe right now? So, Group H looks like this, with Dortmund listed as the last place team in the official UEFA standings, which I don't really understand because they have a better goal difference than Apoel. But, okay, is it alphabetical? Because they haven't had head-to-head yet, so how could they say which one goes above the other? And it can't be goals for because Dortmund has 2 goals for... I don't know. I don't get it. Someone explain this to me. Moving on, and I am definitely guilty of underestimating Besiktas. I knew they had quality, but I didn't know that they had this much quality as they got rid of FC Porto in the first week and dispatched of RB Leipzig this week. Liverpool legend Ryan Babel got on the score sheet again because what is dead may never die.
What is dead may never die.
And the dude that I wish would have stayed with Benfica somehow, Anderson Talisca, scored his 2nd goal in 2 Champions League matches. Although, judging by how Benfica's been doing lately, I can't really blame him for leaving. Monaco's super weird season continues as they welcomed FC Porto to the Stade Louis II in what was a rematch of the 2004 UEFA Champions League final, and it had the exact same scoreline as FC Porto won 3-0. I said in my predictions video that I thought that this group would be the most competitive and the most fun to watch, and I think that is still pretty valid, as this group is wide open besides Besiktas and their 3-point lead at the top. Napoli got a tidy win over poor Feyenoord, who are going to have a really tough group stage if this trend continues for them. Insigne grabbed the early goal, which takes his goal involvement to 7 in 8 matches this season with 4 goals and 3 assists, just like Gareth Bale. And Mertens grabbed his 5th goal in 4 matches to add to his 1 assist from this match. So Napoli is tied with Shakhtar on 3 points, just 3 points behind Manchester City, the table toppers, who look pretty scary this season. I mean, it looks like they've sort of patched up their defense, although I still have my doubts about Otamendi. I feel like there is someone who will be able to expose them through exposing Otamendi. And their attack is performing at a new level. I mean, Manchester City has won their 7th straight match across all competitions, and with players like Fabian Delph performing, at left back, no less? Their ceiling seems pretty high, although a huge test is coming up this weekend as Manchester City faces Chelsea, and my God, That is going to be an exciting match to see, especially with how Chelsea and Alvaro Morata, namely, are playing these days. Liverpool managed to get a draw against Spartak in Moscow this match week. Spartak, by the way, are struggling in the Russian Premier League as they are sitting in 9th place. So if you were Liverpool going into this one, you were probably thinking, hey, let's exploit these dudes. However, it's Liverpool, so their defense can be exploited. Although their defense wasn't at fault for this goal this time, as I believe it was a free kick that was scored. But anyway, Liverpool haven't kept a clean sheet in their last 6 matches now, and in 5 of those 6 matches, they have conceded first, which isn't a great way to start a match, conceding a goal and then constantly having to come from behind. Excuse me, it's allergy season, baby! Coutinho's return has been huge for Liverpool as he has been a part of 3 of their last 4 goals. But I mean, regarding Liverpool, like I said last week, I believe, if you can't defend, who cares? Am I right? Can I get a wayo if you agree? Oh, and in the other match, Maribor, who are going to finish top of the group like I predicted. Just kidding, I said that they would finish, 3rd. Wissam Ben Yedder became the first ever Sevilla player in the Champions League to score a hat-trick. And with that win, Sevilla is now top of the group and looking fresh. While Liverpool and Spartak are on 2 points apiece, with Maribor just 1 point behind them, baby. Come on, Maribor. Manchester United beat up on CSKA Moscow in Moscow, and Romelu Lukaku continues to bang in the goals as he's now scored 10 in his last 9 matches for Manchester United, and he became the first United player to ever score in their 2 opening Champions League matches. The only team he's failed to score against this season is Leicester City, so hey, credit where credit's due. Romelu Lukaku putting that work in, making the difference for his team. I didn't think that he would be the guy that would win them the matches that they really needed him in, like against Southampton on the weekend. And so far, he's been that guy, but it's September, people. Let's see how he's doing once the Christmas season hits. Also, after scoring 1 for himself and setting up both of Romelu Lukaku's goals, Anthony Martial was involved in 5 of United's last 6 goals, and then Henrik Mkhitaryan had to go and change that stat on me to 5 of their last 7, but whatever. His penalty goal means that he's now scored 30 goals for Manchester United since he joined, meaning he scored more goals since his arrival than any other player. But I mean, at the rate Lukaku is going, that might not be for very long, as he's been banging them in one after another, game after game, looking like a sick signing. Speaking of not very long, I'm not going to be a Benfica fan for very long. I'm totally joking. We probably need an off-season to improve our entire defense. Buy an entirely new back line and substitutes. Buy new substitutes for it too. I don't want any of those defenders anymore. I don't want to see any of those guys at this team anymore, except for Luizão. He can stay for life. But yeah, we basically need to buy an entirely new backline because losing 5-0 to a shitty FC Basel team is not acceptable. We're on 0 points with a -6 goal difference. I can't even speak. Goal difference. That's what I meant to say. -6. 0 points. Losing to Basel 5-0. That's Basel's biggest ever win in the Champions League. Why us? Why? Sure, go ahead. Buy some more Argentinian wingers. That'll solve our defensive problem, won't it? Come on. Sure, more of them. Moving along. Bayern Munich fans probably think that this new season has started off pretty unacceptable. Oh, I'm fired up now, boy. As they got stomped by PSG 3-0. And with his goal to make it 2-0, Edinson Cavani became just the 5th player in Champions League history to score in 6 consecutive matches. And all 3 of PSG's forward line stars got in on the goals, as Kylian Mbappe was integral to 2 of them, though he'll only get 1 assist in this official score sheet. Neymar got a goal and an assist. And like I said, Cavani scored. Neymar has now been involved in 40 goals in 42 Champions League matches. Hey, good numbers, baby. Also a big, hey, let's make it a standing ovation. We'll make it a standing ovation. Don't clap near the mic. For Celtic, who breathed life into their Champions League campaign as they went to Anderlecht, put their balls on the table, said, look at these, and then slapped them in the face. 3-0, which is their biggest win on the road in the Champions League since 2012. And with that win, they move into second place behind PSG, who honestly could run away with this group. But Celtic, man, they could steal second from Bayern Munich. It's going to be interesting because clearly there are weaknesses in this Bayern Munich team and they can be exploited. And if there ever was a tactical genius to exploit these little chinks in the Bayern Munich armor, then it has got to be Mr. Character himself, Brendan Rodgers. So could they nick second? I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past this Bayern Munich team to fuck it all up for themselves. And finally, Chelsea became the first ever English side to go away to Atletico Madrid and get a win, as big boy Bats sealed the deal with a 94th minute winner. He's now scored 5 goals this season, so he's on track to score more than his 9 from last season, and his scoring record is at a solid goal every 74.8 minutes since joining the club. Before that winner though, Alvaro Morata scored on his UCL debut for Chelsea, of course with his head, and he also managed to score on his Real Madrid debut, so that's double debuts, double goals. This was also the first time he had scored against Atletico Madrid, and he was the first ever visiting player to score at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. Also, Antoine Griezmann has scored in every single match so far, all 3 of them, at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium, and Diego Costa's reaction at the end of this match was priceless. Alright guys, that will definitely do it for this video and definitely be my last video until I'm settled in my new place. So you can expect a video from me on Monday or Tuesday the 8th or 9th. Thank you to everyone who suggested teams for my career mode. I think I've got a few ideas, but I'm gonna let you guys vote because I want you guys to have a say in which team I manage. So I'll pick 3, and then in my next video, I'll add them into the comment section. You guys can vote, and we'll go from there. We'll start a career mode. It's gonna be beautiful. Anyways, I will be back once all my computer gear and all my filming stuff has arrived in BC, and I can start making videos for you guys again, okay? Take care of yourself, be safe, don't forget about me, and I'll see you later. Peace.